Hello everyone, it's Green Week this week, and if you're like me, you've been putting up your Christmas tree, which is really green, and I've just been round our house just looking for some things, and I've got amazing things that are green. I didn't even remember that I had. Look, I've got a snowman here with a green hat. He's going to go out later on. I've even got a green star and a green lantern, and of course, because it's 2002, I've got my green hand sanitizer. Crocodile. I wonder what you can find that's green ready for this week's Zooms. It's so lovely to see so many of you coming and joining us, but why, if you haven't done it before, come along this week. It's really, really good fun, and we just play some games and sing some songs and say hello, and while we can't meet up together in the flesh, it's lovely to see each other on the screen. But let's start to think about Christmas. Can you see I've got my Christmas earrings on, which happen to be green, and I've got my green-ish Christmas jumper on, and just behind me I've got our advent calendar. Now, as today is the 1st of December, I thought I'd let you see what's in our first box. Are you ready? Let's have a look. Ooh. Now, let's have a look. It's a tiny little angel. Now we're going to need that angel later on, and the angel goes on the top there. I'll put him up later. Oh, I'll put him down here for a minute. I've got to fix him in the top of the roof. But on my other side, I've got my nativity set. And today's story involves an angel and a lady called Mary. Now, one day there was a young girl called Mary, and she was just in her house doing the things that you do in the house. I don't know, she might have been sweeping the floor, cleaning the windows, cooking dinner, when suddenly next to her was an angel. And the angel said, "Oh, don't be afraid." I can imagine that Mary would have looked a bit afraid, can't you? I think I would be if suddenly I was in my house on my own and suddenly there was an angel there talking to me. And the angel Gabriel said, "Don't be afraid, Mary. I've got some really good news for you. You are going to have a baby." But Mary said, "How can this be? I'm not married to Joseph yet. How can I be having a baby?" And the angel said, "Don't worry. Everything is possible with God. God has chosen you to have his special son, and you're going to name him Jesus." Now, we're going to find out a little bit more about the rest of the Christmas story in the next few weeks. But Mary was amazed at that news. She thought about them, she prayed, she listened, and she just was so overjoyed. And she said, "I'm going to do it, yes." And it was like God had chosen her to do a very, very special job. And all this time later, we still remember that special job that God chose Mary to do. But I thought it'd be lovely today if we could make a little angel. Would you like to make a little angel with me? It's so, so easy. You just need half a piece of A4 paper, a glue stick, some scissors, and some of this stuff, if you've got it, just to hang it up afterwards, and some sellotape. So I'm going to put my angel here. My angel's going to watch me. Now, this piece of paper, you need to make 3 strips. They don't have to be exactly the same, but if you want to measure them out, you can. I'm just going to say, right, I think that's about one of my strips, and I'm just going to cut it down. Really can be, if you want to get a ruler out and measure it, you can. But I'm just going to cut it by my eye, as they say. Now you've got 3 strips. Now, one of those strips has to be folded in half, like that, and then cut in half. So that's the easy one, because then I've got 2 halves. There we are. Look, can you see that? Now, this one has to be about a third of the way. So imagine it being about 3. You just fold it, like that. That's all you have to do. Just fold it and then keep that fold. I'm going to fold it back out like that. And for this one, you need to chop off not quite half, just a bit less than half, so about a third, so about there. Can you see where that is? There we go. Now, this small bit, we don't need that bit, this small bit is going to be the head. So if you put a little bit of glue just on one end and roll it around your hands and squeeze it together, look at that, it makes a circle. Hello. So that's the angel's head. Now this bit is going to be the body, and so that it makes a nice shape, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in that join there. I'm going to squeeze it together because that will make a good shape, and then a little bit of glue on this end, and it just, you just line up the two edges there, like that. So when you stand it up, it looks a bit like a bell. Can you see that? But that's going to be the angel's body. So if you can imagine, that's the body and that's the head. Now, because it's an angel, we need some wings, and this is where these two bits come in. Just put a little bit of glue on the edge, and again, line the two bits up. Now these, I think, look a little bit like raindrops. A little bit like that. And so this one, this is really easy to do. Wouldn't it be lovely if we could all hang our angels up in our Christmas decorations? You could make more than one. You could put them on your tree. You could do anything. So now we have to make it stand up and make it look like an angel. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And just where your eye is, if you lay it, you need to put the head just about on the top, like that. There we go. And then the two wings couldn't be easier. They're going to go downwards. So just a little bit of glue on the round bit. Oops. Find which bit's got the glue on there, and then put that one there. And this one here. Now you can do this much better than I can because you can spend time looking at it. But I don't know about you, but I think that's looking very angel-like. And we just need something now to hang it up with. And you need to find the end, which can take a long time, can't it, to find the right end. There it is. This is a bit rough and curly, mine. If you've got a straighter bit, that would be good. Try and straighten it out a bit. But this is going to just be the hanging bit. I'm going to have a long hanging bit for mine. I want it, my angel to dangle down. And there we are. It's going to hang. Just put that on the top. And there's your angel. Now I have made another one here. So I have two angels, and we will need a lot more angels for one of the other stories that comes later. But I'd love to see your angels. I'd love to see the things that you've made. So just post a picture on them at the bottom. But until we see each other again, have a good time. I hope you've opened your Advent calendar today. And let's just pray before we go, shall we? Jesus, we thank you for this season. We thank you that it's coming up to Christmas and we can remember you. We can remember that Christmas is all about you and celebrating your birth and your coming to earth for us. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. I look forward to seeing you later in the week. And our Zooms, remember, find your green things, bring them along, and let's have a bit of fun. See you later. Bye.